All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. Today, we're going to be talking about the Kansas City Chiefs. DeAndre Hopkins is expected to be traded from the Arizona Cardinals in the next month at most. Now, Kansas City certainly doesn't need DeAndre, but the Cardinals' asking price is a second-round pick and then a conditional pick and player. All right, but real quick, let's get through some housekeeping. The thought in Kansas City right now is that Patrick Mahomes is expected to be throwing to the same core group of guys that he ended the season with. Obviously, Mr. Travis Kelce, Kadarius Toney, who the Chiefs actually believe will be wide receiver 1 in 2023. I absolutely love that. If Kadarius Toney can just stay healthy, he is 100% a wide receiver 1. Then you bring back Juju, hopefully. Both sides have interest. We'll talk about that. MVS and Sky Moore. McCole Hardman might not come back because he's expected to have a lot of interest in free agency, but let's take a look at DeAndre Hopkins. Now, the last couple of years, he's gotten suspended. He's been limited by injuries. He's only played in 19 of a possible 34 games, but he's 30 years old. He's in his prime, and he would be a huge difference maker to the Super Bowl defending champions with Mr. MVP, with the best tight end ever. This past year, 64 catches for 717 yards and 3 touchdowns. They actually averaged 79.7 yards per game, and that was good for 10th among all NFL wide receivers in 2022. He's expected to have a lot of interest already, and it's for good reason. If we go back to like 3 years ago, he was the best wide receiver in the league. Like I said, injuries, the suspension, the Cardinals, all of that has kind of come into play here, why he is so slept on right now. This is probably the lowest his value honestly will ever be. Now, when we take a look at the Chiefs wide receiver core right now, the big question mark is with Juju Smith-Schuster, because he's set to hit free agency this offseason. But as the reports are coming in, both sides have interest in bringing him back. He's 26 years old. He ranked second on the team this past year with 78 catches and 933 receiving yards. Then in the postseason, he had 10 catches for 89 yards. And the big X factor on this team, Kadarius Toney. The thing is, and it's not even is Juju going to be back, because I think Juju will be back. It's more so if Kadarius is going to be your wide receiver 1, because he is just so talented. He is a playmaker. He is a literal X factor. The big question mark with Kadarius Toney is just simply put health. Simply health. So could a DeAndre Hopkins trade be in the Chiefs' best interest? I really don't think it's that far-fetched, and I think they should at least play around with the idea. This Chiefs offense is extremely good. They lost Tyreek Hill, and they still won a Super Bowl. So it's not do or die here, but why not just keep improving, right? That's a big thing with the draft, free agency in general is, yeah, you obviously want to improve on your weaknesses, and the Chiefs have some holes that they want to continue to build up, specifically the defensive line, just the young defense in general, although they made crazy strides from the start of the season to the end of the season. I really want Jerick McKinnon to be back. I also really want Juju to be back, and I think pretty much everybody in Chiefs Kingdom would agree with both of those two statements. But why not have all of that and DeAndre Hopkins? This would be an unbelievable offense. So let me know what you guys are thinking about this. As a reminder, hit that like button, hit that sub button. I post daily NFL content. I post a ton of Chiefs videos, and we're going to be covering them all throughout draft, free agency, the offseason in general. So appreciate you guys watching. Let me know down below